not guest Trish.
Hi.
Oops, that's been there a while.
Welcome.
Oh, we have. What's that?
I said welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Waka, waka, waka. You made me
Waka.
see that. Think of that when Trish's sticker came up.
Yeah, Trish's. I adore Trish. It was great
They're good
getting an interview with her. And it's great getting an interview with you, too. We've bugged each other for how long?
It's been a while. I mean, like, I'm always ready to go. It's just, just getting the timing right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Timing
I know
right is
everything
very
about that. I just got Billy on my show last night. That took probably like 7 or 8 months to coordinate. And if you're into reptiles, go back and watch that show last night. There was
I
a
watched
lot
it.
of
I was there.
Yeah.
I was
talking
harassing
to
you.
the audience.
I was harassing him, going, Timbits? Do you have Timbits? Did
Well,
you get
Kenn was
Timbits?
running my chat last night because there was too many people in there. I kind of knew it was going to get all crazy. So, I mean, I was reading it, but I missed a lot about the chat last night.
Rower, yes, this is Madcat. It was crazy last night. I mean, I adore whenever he's on something. He's just so Canadian.
He has a way with words. Like,
Mhm.
and it's
And
not
he's-
your conventional way with words. And
No.
he's just an inspiration to, I'd say, almost everybody in the reptile community.
Well, he knows what he's talking about.
He's been doing it for 20 years. He should,
Yeah. And he's just open, straightforward, and he tells you what for. And that is great. I love it. Oh, kitty cat! Oh, Stripes, I always do this stupid voice for that. Who else does the stupid voice when they see a kitty cat?
Okay. I don't know. I kind of do sometimes.
He's my little snake.
All the time. You bring out some kind of animal, and I'm like,
Huh?
Then I get that little voice.
I just think it's okay, cat.
Oh,
You just got to go watch the short I just dropped of what this cat was doing earlier. Like, I had to record it. Go get your phone. Like, I had to record it. But, he was sitting there doing cat things, cleaning himself. And, well, his little red rocket decided to come out, and he was sitting there, like, moving it and flicking it. And I was like, oh, my God. And he, like, was doing it for, like, 5 minutes. I caught, like, 16 seconds of it, of his short. But, like, look, he's moving it. I don't know if you've seen it, but he was moving his winky, and it was just weird.
You actually got a winky joke on me in my show. Good work.
I wienered you. Ha ha. And it wasn't even censored.
I was like, is that a tongue? No, that's not his tongue. Hey, Cara.
Like, look.
Okay, quit doing the wiener shot, please. You're making me laugh too hard.
Well, that's what I do best.
Make me laugh too hard?
I make everyone laugh. I mean, that's one reason why I decided to do my own show. I've always been able to promote laughter, so
and I
why not put it
remember
out there?
when you guys all started up. You guys were like a little nervous, and you and Shane, yeah, you two were so nervous, and I remember telling you, go do it. And you're doing that now, which is great.
Just do it. I mean, that's my best advice to anyone. Just get behind the camera and do it. I mean, why not?
It's difficult for most people, though. It just takes getting there and starting up. And then if you like it, it's just like drinking tea with someone or coffee or whatever you drink when you hang out with someone.
It's definitely an acquired taste that
it is.
Will draw you in the more you do it.
And, some people are not comfortable with it still after they've done it, but that's great.
Right?
Trying stuff is the way we grow.
Exactly.
So, what has been the best thing about being a big, powerful interviewer? Oops.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like big and powerful. I will never let anything go to my head. That's one thing that I told myself in the beginning. Even if I do like blow up, you got to kind of keep yourself maintained and not let it get to your head. Be true to yourself and be you. But
Mhm.
I think the most rewarding part of this has been so far is the few people that reached out and have talked to me about starting their own podcast. And
Yep.
there's a sense of pride that goes into that. Like, wow, these people are actually looking up to you to get them started. And that has been, I feel, the biggest reward over this. I mean, even though this podcast that I started, it's basically sold all the snakes that I had this year. I had 18 hatchlings. I kept 4, and 14 of them, 12 of them sold, and 2 of them I'm giving away. Something like that. But, anything that I had that I wasn't, giving away or planned on giving away, or everything sold, and it's strictly to the YouTube platform. But, I mean, that's all in good, but just having just a person that you don't know reach out to you and asking for advice how to get into this, that has really gave me like just a sense of confidence, like to keep going, for sure.
Let's see. Hi, Ken.
What's up, Mr. J?
And we got Karashara.
Hey, Kara. How's it going? I don't got my glasses. I can't read that one.
Romer.
Romer. What's up, dude?
I know him from my ESO video game playing.
Right. Cool.
So, said he wanted to come see, and he come see.
Come on in.
Yep. Like anyone who likes animals and takes care of them and stuff like that. But
Heck yeah.
yeah. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Not much for Mr. J says not much.
Now I
Yeah,
can
you
see
are-
they brought me glasses.
Glasses! My gosh! Now you have to clean them so you can see.
Yeah, because there's
Yep.
smudges all over them.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it
Always.
always goes.
Yeah.
Oh. Should I show that? I can show that. That's funny. Let me see. There's a picture Dot took of me last night. So Dorothy's not home yet, and I don't know if Makayla's going to come on tonight. We'll see.
Oh, well.
She might.
Whatever.
Might not. I do what I do, and we have fun doing it.
Sure. Why not?
Of course. Let's see. Pictures.
Now that I could read.
Well, last night I was trying to work on a tribute to Brian Barczyk, right?
Right.
And I have a hard time with stuff like that because, well, it's just
This one's hitting me pretty hard. I mean, I've gotten into these reptiles about 2 years ago, and there's certain people that just, when you get into this, there's certain people that you look up to. And Brian
One
has
was
definitely been one of them. And through this whole thing, you meet certain people that you just, know they're going to be lifelong friends. And Stan from Sea of Serpents, he's going through similar things to what Brian's going through with his wife.
yes,
She
he's been
has
going through
stage
that for
4
the last
breast
2
cancer.
years.
And she's going through the ringer with it. I mean, there's good
Yeah.
days, there are bad days. And seeing my friend struggle with that, it's just been hard for me. And then, one of the people that I look up to basically, dying of it. It's just, it's hitting me harder than any. I mean, my dad died of lung cancer, and we didn't know he even had cancer. We found out that he got diagnosed with this in 2005. And he just said, I ain't fighting it. I don't want chemo. I don't want this. I'm just going to live out my life how I want to live it out. And, until it's my time. He lived 11 years, almost 12 years, like just by
Hey, Bosa.
saying, I'm going to live. What up, Bosa? And, yeah, so, I mean, it's hitting me harder than finding out that's what my dad passed from.
Yeah. I've been watching Television Snake looks like what? Yeah.
I was showing her, no, that was on here. Yeah, that was live. Oops. I was showing that live a couple minutes ago.
You showed it live. I might be getting in trouble by
I got it at the short, so if you get in trouble, I'm definitely getting in trouble.
Whatever.
I said warning, cat porn.
My hearing? What?
On the caption that I put warning, cat
Yeah,
porn.
I know. But yeah, with Brian, it's pretty hard on me. We had a hard time when my husband's mother passed away, because she passed away of lung cancer as well. Same day that, amazingly enough, same day that Steve Irwin got punctured and passed away.
Wow.
That was, yeah, it was quite a situation. Let's see. Oh, that one. Sorry, I'm trying to get a certain layout here.
I
It's not working.
disappeared. I thought you kicked me off.
Nope, not yet. So yesterday I was trying to get it done, right? And I accidentally come up with that. I got that's all chocolate.
Huh?
A hot chocolate container. I got the flip thing for it, pulled it up, and next thing I know, it's just brown in front of my face. It's like poof.
Covered in it.
And that's what happened to me. It's just
Smooth.
I was poofed.
Oops.
Everyone say bye to him. Yup. Everyone has to say bye to him, and I need to get mine done. I have it. Hey, Stan, we were just talking about you.
What up, Stan? Brother.
Stop that one. But you are doing a special for them. Could you toss me the link in private chat, or are you able to do that? And I can post it on the bottom here?
We don't
Or I'll
have
post it in the thing later.
Yeah, we don't have the actual post set up yet.
Mhm.
It's taking place February 10th at 7 o'clock on my channel. It's a benefit auction for Stan and his wife. We're accepting donations for it. We have all kinds of stuff, at least 30 snakes and 10, whatever odds and ends. We got close to 40 things to auction off, and we're just hoping to raise a little money for them. I know the money's not gonna solve everything, but we're trying to do. In my case, in my stance, I'm trying to do everything that I can to help my friend.
Yeah. That is very, nice thing to do. And what time again?
7 o'clock Eastern
At
Standard
7.
Time. Yeah.
Ah. Writing? No, Sherry don't know how to type no more.
I blame it on my fat fingers and my phone. It's all the time telling me, like, changing my words and making me sound like I don't know how to talk the English language.
What is the English language, but a whole bunch of languages squished into one?
I mean, at least you can understand me most of the time.
Me? Understand you? Some people can stand you. Understand you?
Well, I was saying my phone when I'm like texting into things and chats, like it changes words all the time. Like what is a knit? Because my phone keeps changing not N-O-T to N-I-T. And I'm like, what even
knit?
is a knit?
A knit
it even
is
a
a
word?
little insect, kind of like a flea or a more like a tick.
Well, my phone
And
keeps changing not to knit all the time. Like, no matter what I do, it changes it. And I know the O and the I's right next to each other. But, like,
Oh,
if I don't use, like doesn't, it says does knit. Like, all the time. Like, every time. It don't skip a beat. Like, there's a couple other words it changes that don't make sense to me either. Like, well, it won't let me type well or hell or anything like that. It's wheel. It puts the comment and LL, and it's just like, I'm not trying to say that. Stop doing
I
it.
believe you might want to get rid of the spell check thing on.
Yeah, like I'm about ready to turn it off. Like it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's
It'll
too
just
much.
keep driving you nuts until you shut her off. That's basically it.
5 years ago, I'd have probably punched the thing and broke it, but I've gotten control over my frustration and anger, and I do a lot of meditation, and meditating helps me like stay even killed, stay balanced. It just keeps me mellow.
So what else do you do besides meditation to keep balanced? Do you do anything, any type of
I guess it's a form of yoga, but I do a lot of stretching just to keep the limbs limber. I mean, like, getting old sucks, and your muscles, like, they tighten up on anything. Like, we was talking the other night about going to Daytona and them throwing me in. I was like, dude, I'd get a cramp like within 5 minutes. Like, I can't even swim without my legs cramping up. But I've been doing a lot of stretching, and I'm hoping that helps. But I think it's just part of getting old. And my left leg, like my ankle, is totally. I have no ligaments in it, and more ligaments are rupturing because of the ligaments that are already replaced by bands and anchors and stuff. And it's not quite right because it still gives out. And the last time I went to the orthopedics, they said that there is a tendon that wraps around, it's attached to the backside of your tibia. I think that's the one in the back, and it wraps around and connects to the fibula. And they said it's ruptured, like it's not together at all. It's ruptured. And they said that the tendons around it are starting to rupture. And of course, they made me go through physical therapy to try to help it. I mean, and it did nothing besides make it worse. So I'll probably have another.
Say hi to Tiff for all of us as well.
Hey, Stan. Yep.
Thank
say
you
hi
for
to Tiff.
coming in.
Love you, brother. So there's probably another surgery coming up that I'm having. If they tell me they want to amputate it, I'm just saying no. You're not cutting my leg off. I mean, no. I mean, I know there's advancements in prosthetics, and I'm guessing they would only have to cut like halfway up my shin. It wouldn't be even up to the knee, but because it's only my ankle that's messed up. But
Yeah, not too far.
yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Not fun.
Not at all.
How's the pain with it? Hey,
Once
Brave.
again, meditation. Kind of, I've trained myself, I guess, to kind of keep the pain at bay. Of course, it sucks. You know, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I kind of got, if I don't mind it, it don't matter attitude with it. And I'd say 75% of the time I can handle it.
Yeah.
Now, when it gives out and I'm on the ground because it gave out, or I caught myself and I didn't fall or whatever, that's when it's just like unbearable. I have more numbness and like the feeling of like my leg or foot being asleep than pain at the moment. Yeah, well, if they provide me with like a rocket like leg or something to where I could fly, then I'll do the the prosthetic. But it's got to be something cool. Like it's got to like make me jump like 20 feet or even fly or something. It's got to do something amazing for me to say, okay, cut my foot off and give it to me.
Oh man. Yeah, it's fall. How much have you? There we go. That's better. There we go.
Yeah, right. My insurance
My
would cover that.
warning is
They'd be like, get out of here. You're getting the one that makes you slow down, not go faster.
yeah. My friends told me that I was becoming a cyborg when I got my I broke my leg and
Right.
or ankle, somewhere around the ankle. I did a twist and broke it and got good old plate and screws in it, but nothing as major as yours. Yours is much
like,
more detailed.
What had happened, why it's so messed up is I guess I actually broke my ankle at one point in time, and I worked on it and when I was working, I used to work 70, 80 hours a week. I mean, it was nonstop. Yeah. Like I go. And I guess there was a foreign piece of bone that was wobbling around in my ankle, and it wouldn't allow it to seat correctly, and it would give out like every once in a while. And over a period of 10 years of me just being stuck, what up, Lakers? Of me just being stubborn and not going to the doctors and just go, I really screwed it up.
It's not unusual for a lot of people. I mean, you don't know what's going on. I mean, it could be whatever. I mean,
I really don't even know when I broke it. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's one time I was jumping on a trampoline and like I caught someone's recoil and my ankle swelled up like this big real fast, but it didn't really hurt. It was just like, I sprained my ankle. I wrapped it. And like, that happened on the weekend. By Monday, I was fine. I kept it elevated, iced it and wrapped it. By Monday, I went to work. And 10 years later, they're saying that there's a foreign piece of bone wobbling around in your ankle.
It's so easy to get that kind of things like bones wobbling around. It's just weird.
Well, what pisses me off about the whole thing is 2 years prior, before I went in there, like I went in like for the first time and they gave me one of them walking boots and they just said that, you have issues in that ankle, it don't need surgery, use this walking boot. So over the period of next 2 years, every time it got sore, I put this walking boot on, which threw my back out because you're so uneven with that thing. And, it just made things even worse. So I quit wearing the boot, and then it was just like I was walking down the sidewalk one day and it gave out, and boom, I hit my head off the sidewalk. They said I was out for like 2 or 3 minutes, and I thought I fell and got up. You know what I mean? I don't remember being out or anything, but they said I was out for a couple minutes, and, I don't know. And then that's when I went back to the doctors and to the orthopedics, and they actually did something about it. And it was the same doctor, and I was just like, you could have did this 2 years ago instead of pushing me out with one of these boots. And he was like, well, it wasn't there 2 years ago. I said, I didn't do nothing in the last 2 years besides wear this boot, you moron. I should have went to a different. I should have went to a different orthopedic. I should have walked out right there and not went back. Because the guy that fixed my shoulder, it's great. The guy that did this surgery, I love it. Yeah, no pain whatsoever. Every once in a while, I guess in the cold, it'll cramp up. But, that's way better than still giving out and falling.
That is. Hey, do you have any type of, and my brain goes again.
Gone.
Craft. Do you do some kind of crafts or something some kind of, something that you do that's different?
I do build like all my own rack systems and stuff. I mean, I don't know, my hair stuck to something on the fridge. It must have been underneath that. But I mean, I could do woodworking. Like, I worked in, construction all my life, and I actually worked in like a cabinetry place for a couple years back in the day, and I've always been able, good with my hands. So, I do a bit of woodworking. I could do concrete work. I'm pretty much a handyman. I could do just basically anything there is to do when it comes to construction. The biggest thing that I've done work-wise is I worked in a geothermal heating and air conditioning place for 15 years. And what was unique about that is they built their own geothermal units, like from the ground up. And I just picked it up like it was second nature. I could probably still sit there, and if I had the right components, I could sit there and build a geothermal just, right now. And just give me some compressor, accumulator, heat exchangers, and, I'll pipe them together and, I'll hook it up.
But do you do any of that kind of stuff as a craft, as just something to?
No, not really. I mean, the snakes that I have, I mean, anytime that I have free time or anything, it's devoted to them. So I mean, in all realities, I don't think I would have time for another craft, because I put so much effort, probably more effort than needs to be, into the snakes. Well, I like handling them. I like my snakes being able to be handled. Like when I open the drawers, like my mentor, for instance, I went down and he was showing me his collection, and every time he opens a drawer, those things are rearing up, are you feeding me? What are you doing? That's all that drawer gets open for. And I mean, I don't want to knock it, but a lot of people like that have these huge collections, that's all they really have time to do is open it, feed it, take it out, or clean it. You know what I mean? And I want to keep my collection small enough so I can manage and work with each individual snake. So, now not everyone's a good ideal to have as an ambassador, because I have one female that just won't give up. Like she wants to bite me. She wants to eat me every time I open that cage. Still? And still. She's getting better. She don't like try to bite the shit out of me every time I open a cage. It's just like here and there she rears up. But still every time I pick her up to clean her cage, she tries to bite me and stuff. She don't like being touched. She's just very she's
Cantankerous.
secluded. She likes being secluded. She likes her seclusion. You know,
Yeah.
some snakes like that. They just don't like, you know, being seen. So, you know, I put her in a dark tub instead of a light tub, so
Yep.
she gets like no light whatsoever, and that actually calmed her down a little bit more. But she still has that spiciness, that attitude to her. So
Yeah. I remember when you said about putting her in the darker bin, so that she was better off that way. How many do you have now?
right now I'm sitting at about 40 with the hatchlings I'm on. I have.
How many hatchlings?
There's 15 hatchlings. That's
And
getting
you-
cut down. There's at least 12 of them that are getting sent out when the weather breaks.
Nice. So 12, and then there's 3 left then.
Yep, those are
Because you said
holdbacks.
15, right?
Those are holdbacks.
Ooh, could I see one of your baby holdbacks?
Sure, I'll go get one. I'll
Okay.
go get it. Give me a moment.
Them people on little trips. Oh man, so how's everyone in the chat there? As we await baby snake. Hello, Dorothy. Ooh, yum. Oh, I'll eat it later. Gimme. I am interviewing Kenneth today, Dot. Come over
Hi.
here. Come say hi. Ken knows you.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
She just got in from being at work and frozen.
Yeah.
Oh
This-
yeah, you
this is-
are. It is real cold out there. Yes.
This
thank you.
one's my pride and joy here. This is the one I'm most proud of this year.
Oh, nice.
Solo. Lead out. Nice.
I named her Pandora.
Okay. That's a good name for her.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So what do we got here? Is there a leopard in there?
Yep.
I did it.
Known genes are leopard black pastel, but I
Mhm.
also think there's Grim in her.
Gremlin?
Grim.
Grim.
It's a newer gene. Grim. Yeah.
Grim. Grim. Okay, I hadn't. Oh, there's little faces there on the side of her neck, on the right side. Neat. Oh, she is so pretty. Let's see the head stamp.
Oh, let me grab her.
Oh, nice.
Kind of a blushed out head,
Yeah.
but there is a little bit of coloration difference in there.
Mhm.
But she's just a cool one.
Yeah.
I like her tail.
Oh, I like
Like
that. It's very nice.
And I like the
And,
chaining, like how all the alien heads chain together.
Mm-hmm.
She's just super sweet.
And of
That's
course,
my
you love-
Pandora.
she is so pretty.
Clever.
I'm just jealous of you.
And I made that like year one. This is what I made year one. Imagine what I'm going to be making on year 5 and then year 10, because I'm just going to keep stacking, keep going.
You're gonna keep on going. I know you will. 'Cause
This is like,
the tail's black. Neat.
I just can't explain how much the animals, the snakes, and the snake community has done for me personally. I can't.
You are much more not calm, but confident in some ways. But
I've always been kind of a confident person. A lot of people
know.
used to call me cocky, and I'm like, no, I'm not cocky. I'm just confident. You know,
it's
don't-
a different. You don't.
yeah, there's difference to it, but I mean, I will say this community and these animals has added a certain humbleness to me
Mhm.
that I've never had before, and I'm amazed by something that I was kind of hesitant of, because I was never really scared of snakes,
Mhm.
but I was very hesitant around them, like my whole life. And then I got one March of 2022, and now I have 40, and I don't see myself stopping.
Nope.
I love it. But she's
That
also
is-
crosshead hypo. Charlie has the shed to her, and he's going to be testing for hypo. I think she's going to prove out, because when she was born, like all these blacks in her dorsal stripe and even her head, it was all purple. Like it all looked like a
Wow.
purplish gray. And now it's changing. It's getting into her coloration. Now I'm not sure if it's black pastel or mahogany, because mahogany was a possibility of being in the clutch.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's black pastel or mahogany, but we're going to keep her, and we're going to breed her, and we're going to see what she makes. For sure.
Yeah, she's
For
very.
sure.
I am
She's
impressed,
different.
and
Oh, well,
I am.
these aren't, I mean, she's beautiful, but I'll go get 2 more hatchlings out of the same clutch that totally confused the heck out of me of what they are. I mean, I know one has leopard in it. Well, I think they both actually have leopard in it, but I just don't know what else they are. They're just nuts. And neither does anyone else. I've asked probably about 20 people what they think of it, and with the clutches, and there's not even 20 combinations that could have came out the clutch, but I got 20 different answers for sure.
Well, I always thought that was normal to get 20 different answers on stuff sometimes. Hey, Haromer, where exactly are you located again? I forget. Oh. And we need to talk a bit, Haromer. I think I have a character for you to play if you'd like to. If you're able to show up for that day. Hello, Bailey. You've been fed. What are you doing over here? Looking for food?
Okay, which one do I want to show first? I'll show this one first, because this one is for sure some kind of heck clown.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a square on it. That's not typical in anything anyone's ever seen. And it's kind of got a clown body, but it's got eye stripes. And it's got these horns on its head too, like on both sides of its head. Stop it. On both sides of its head, it's got horns.
Oh, neat. Well, heck.
So she's my little devil, and she's got horns. I haven't named her yet, but she's my little devil. She's not really a feisty snake. She's just pretty cool.
She is pretty. I say Nishka because there's a character in Neverwinter Nights 2, and she is the character. Nishka is a half demon, half devil demon, half demon, half devil. She's a tiefling.
She's a succubus.
Yay! Well, she's not a succubus, but
I was just teasing. But that one's pretty cool.
She's very pretty. I like her.
And I hit 5 females to 2 males, so my ratio of male to female was odd, or really good. But now this
Good
girl,
stuff.
I should have saved the name Pandora for her because she's got like a typical clown body. Like
Yeah.
that really resembles a leopard clown's body. But when you get to her head, I mean, but she has eye stripes, kind of eye stripes. But these eye stripes kind of splatter out into her head.
Interesting.
And nobody really knows what she is. So Charlie from Gray Rider Reptiles has her shed, and we're going to shed test it for anything that he has, and we're going to see if anything comes up. But
Who was the pairing with?
The pairing, the dad was the leopard, possible grim clown. And there's going to be a few people that yell at me and say that I'm hurting myself by saying it's possible grim, because from this clutch, they're saying, dude, you got stuff that looks grim. Like, I don't know why you're not calling it 100% grim. But I'm not 100% sure that what I have going on is grim yet. So I can't say, yes, 100% it's grim. So, I mean, if I'm hurting myself by saying possible, oh, well, I'm just being honest. But
you're being honest, and that's the way we love you.
But the dad was the leopard grim clown.
Right.
And the mom was black pastel, Mojave, clown head hypo, possible mahogany.
Wow.
I was pointing out the horns that she has because her horns start all the way down at the bottom. They both have horns, but hers are like, they go all the way up on both sides. It starts down by her neck and they go all the way up. That's kind of something else that's pretty unique to this snake that I can't find on anything else. But all the teardropping, these black teardrops in here,
yeah,
that's typical to a clown. And he has the typical clown body, but nothing else about her is typical clown.
Interesting.
It's nuts.
They're all very, very different.
Yeah, those two are very different. The first one I showed you, of course, she's a beautiful clown, and it's not unique. These two are kind of unique, and it makes me want to keep everything from the clutch. Now, I did release a couple of them, but yeah, most of this stuff is staying here, and we're going to find out what's going on.
Like it's good, just at work.
Don't work too hard, buddy.
So, I haven't been up on an awful lot that's been going on for a while because I've been out of it and doing other things and such. So, how many clutches have you had so far?
3.
3 clutches?
Yep, 3 clutches, year 1. My weird pied male, who I still haven't figured out what exactly he is, but there's definitely something going on. We got a clutch from him to the black pastel, yellow belly, possible OD het pied female. And then I had a split clutch with my exanthic het lab girl. She paired to the lab het exanthic, and I got an exanthic out of it. And then I got a possible grim looking double het out of it that I gave away. It was a male. I gave it away to, well, I didn't give it away, but Jen from High Vis Pythons won it.
She went in.
It's a possible banger. Like that thing could be grim het clown, het exanthic, and het lav. Like that thing could be a grim triple het, which would definitely be a world's
I'll put
first.
them in for another 15. Sorry.
That's all right. Which would be a world's first, and like she has something that no one has. But I kind of had to cut down my projects a little bit, and the VPI exanthic lab stuff was one that I cut off. And thanks to Billy, basically. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because
Yep.
I'm narrowing down my projects so I could focus on these 3 or 4 projects and,
Yeah,
progress
exactly.
them before I add other stuff.
Exactly
And
what Billy is saying all the time about is
Yeah.
making sure that you have a good background and setup for what you're going to be doing, and make sure
Right.
that it's
Right.
viable.
Well, I want to basically like keep my collection small. I don't
Yeah.
want to have the 200-300 snakes. So
No,
for
because you don't
me,
get to pay attention to them as much either.
exactly. For me to basically keep it small, I had to narrow it down. And there's
Right.
some tough decisions that I got to make. Like I have a blade triple het clown pied lav female that's 3,000 grams, and she's probably going to go. I have a spot nose het clown het lav that's probably going to go. I'm kind of debating on whether to get rid of my ultramel girl that is black pastel bamboo ultramel, and she's an awesome looking snake, especially under black light. She looks wicked under a black light. She's kind of on the fence. There's a chocolate hidden gene Wuma pen that's possible special het hypo that's on the fence. I mean, I got some pretty
These
good
are all some
breeder
really
size females that are, decent snakes. I mean, they're not like total bangers, but they're good building blocks to things.
They
And
are.
I kind of got to narrow it down though, so I could focus on these certain projects.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Those are some bangers.
I wouldn't say they're bangers, but they're decent
Well,
building blocks. They're decent.
For me, they are, because that's higher up for me.
Well, I mean, they're not just something that's they're not just $100 snakes. You know what I mean?
No,
They're decent. Now they're not $1,000 snakes. I mean,
no, but they're still in a good range.
They're $400 or $500 snakes. Except for the chocolate hidden gene Wuma. I mean, full grown breeder size female, maybe $400. The market's pretty low right now, but she's an Lilac combo, so she might stay because chocolate and hidden gene Wuma are Lilac. And when she lays, if I get chocolate and hidden gene Wuma, and I find out that she's 100% a Lilac, I'm probably going to keep her because chocolate is a gene that I want to work with. But she's on the fence, like I said. She's on the fence.
Yeah, I like chocolate.
I love chocolate. I love chocolate. I mean, even the candy, I love it. I like chocolate.
Same here. Oh man. So, yeah. Framework.
I'm trying to be. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to kind of follow Billy's footprint to the best that I can. I mean, no, I don't have thousands of dollars to go out and buy snakes. I could save up maybe $1,000 in a couple months, but I'm not as well off as others. I kind of have a budget that I have to follow, and I feel I've built a pretty decent collection with the budget I have.
You have, and you are coming out with some beautiful babies there. Those are gorgeous.
I'm so blew my mind.
Yes, he has baby snakies. Oh, Dorothy's coming into luck.
when they came out, oh my God. I was just, what the hell are these things? They were so cool.
Dorothy is just so happy to see those.
Oh. Yeah.
What do you think, Dot?
Nice.
See, it's cool because this one is predominantly yellow, with the black.
Pretty.
And then out of the oddball ones I got. And then this one is predominantly black with the skinnier yellows.
Good one. Ooh, all curled up.
They're almost reversed. I mean,
And her chocolate is
think-
just
I think they're cryptics or kryptons, to be honest with
Really?
you. I think I have the female is het cryptic.
okay.
There's just some weird shit going on in these things, and I don't exactly know what it is. And I'm getting them tested for it, of course. But if that female proves out cryptic, then it explains a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if she don't, I have no clue. On
Then
one of
it's a clue.
Austin's videos, they said that with het monsoon, they'll have and leopards, het monsoons will have horns. So maybe I have a het monsoon in here somewhere, and these guys are het clown, het monsoon. I mean, I don't know.
That would be interesting.
That would be like take the value of my collection up like tenfold, because the het clown, het monsoon with codoms, that's at least, I mean, they're both females. That's, I'd say, at least a $2,000 snake, at least.
Nice.
I bet. I mean, I think, I don't know. It would all just be guesses. I have no clue what these things are. Leopard something.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you.
This one makes me think that I do have mahogany in it, because it looks more like leopard mahogany than leopard black pastel. But I don't know. You can't find a square
No,
like that
you can't.
on
That is just
anything. You can't find it. Definitely cool stuff. I'm excited to raise these two girls and breed them, to be honest with you.
I don't blame you. Those are it's amazing
They're
when
amazing.
when it's yours.
And then I got that visual clown. I mean, maybe that's just what's making them so wonky, is there is a het fluence with the het monsoon.
Right.
And maybe that's what's causing the wonkiness in the clutch. I mean, because those two and that other female that I showed you, those three females just look a little extra. You know, they're not your just run-of-the-mill. They look like a nice, high-quality, expensive snake. But it's just like, nope, I'm not selling them. I'm sitting on them.
Darn straight.
I'm sitting on them.
I don't blame you.
I don't know.
I
There's
think
one.
that's a good
There's
choice.
one. There's one that might leave, but it's to a friend and it's staying in the circle. So
What was that, Dot?
You want yours fried up a bit?
Yes, please.
Two?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Dorothy's finishing our food up.
right on.
Cooking. David tossed it in the oven, and now Dorothy's doing a little bit of frying it. But
I don't eat much fried food. We do like air frying, and I mean, if you air fry it enough, it'll be crispy. That's all I gotta say. People say that they don't like air fryers because it don't get crispier. Well, put it in for another 10 minutes.
you have to have a good one, mind you. But
Oh,
Yeah.
we got the
Would you like yours?
I don't know the Ninja. Like I don't know, it's an air fryer, dehydrator,
Yep.
roaster. It's everything all in one. It's like a $300 air fryer.
Heat up some
Beautiful.
chicken, put it in there.
Hi, Monroe.
But it's a nice one. I mean, my daughter actually won that as a door prize where she works. But we had the regular round Ninja, but she won
Right.
that one. So we got rid of the smaller round one because that one's just cooler. I
Hey,
don't know what else
why
to
not?
say. It's
welcome
cooler.
back, Mr. J.
It does a lot more stuff.
Why not? And
Right.
if it If it does more stuff, yep, even better.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, my one friend here, Romer, he's a cobbler.
Right.
He's a
All right.
cobbler.
Well, he's
They
a
do
cobbler. So a cobbler carves wood, right? Or is that a shoe?
Uh,
Does he work with shoes?
yeah, they work with shoes.
All right. Well,
Pedals.
I don't know.
I-
I found this piece of rosewood, and it just
that's
looked
neat.
like it could be used for a club. So I was trying, like, a shillelagh or something like that.
Yeah, that would be great.
I was trying to carve it, but this wood is so freaking hard. Like, I'm going to have to sand it because the knives won't get into it. Like, a knife literally won't really cut into that because it's so hard. But my daughter said she wanted some kind of protection. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to carve this out for you as just like a little handheld wig splitter. So, like, someone comes in that back area, with the lights out, it's only going to take one shot with this thing and they're down on the ground. Shoes, yeah. After I said it, I was like, no, wait, a cobbler's with shoes. So, but that's cool. I mean, I'm sure that can be fun sometimes. Huh?
I was asking Haramer what area he's in. I'm probably saying the name wrong, but so what else? And you were on Tuesdays and Thursdays for your show.
Yeah, my Tuesday show is always going to be on my channel. It's the Let Me Know show. It's something that I take pride in doing, and it's actually starting to pick up. But Thursday is like our group, effort. And, I started the group. I invited the people in the group, and, more people got in the group. But it was just like, I want the people in this group to grow with me. So we started doing it on everybody's channel. So everybody gets a piece of the pie. And I thought that was just the right way to go about it. I'm too modest. Like, I mean, I everything I do, I kind of try to see if there's a way of doing it so others can benefit as well.
Yep.
And that's just how I am. I'm not in it for myself ever. There's always an ulterior motive that betters someone else. Massachusetts. My name is Nate, by the way. What's up, Nate? How's it going?
Oh yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, I wasn't there for your intro in the guild, but Nate. Just keep bludgeoning me with your name, and I'll remember it, Nate.
It's hard to really put names to every company that's out there. I'm surprisingly doing way better than I thought I was going to. But
people are getting much better. They're putting their name at the end of their company names, which makes it a lot easier.
That's what I did on YouTube. But there's a couple other Kenns out there. So I used the double N so we could distinguish between the other Kenns in the chat.
Right. And because you go by Kenneth too, it's sort of.
Kind of. My dad was the only one that called me Kenneth. And like when I started this company, it was choosing names for everything. Like he was heavy on my mind. So that's why the Kenneth is there. But I mean, nobody ever really calls me Kenneth. But I mean, just don't call me late for supper. I don't care what you call me. Like, I'm not picky.
I just call you Ken, but mine and Dot's grandpa his name was Kenneth. Kenn.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
he was an interesting person.
Right.
He was a joker. Big joker. Scare the heck out of you if he could.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been known to make my kids jump out their boots when they was younger.
I think I told you about his trap trick one time.
I believe.
Here's where you scare the kids, okay? The box. One part you have wire mesh, right?
Uh-huh.
The other part, you box it in and you have a little hole for the other part for whatever animal to go in and out that you're going to say is in there.
Right.
And then the side with the box, you say, well, he's not coming out this way. We'll take a look at him. So you have he had a hook, eye hook, that would come off, and the top had a spring to it. The spring would, of course, ping.
Right.
He had, well, we figured out where Dorothy's Cookie Monster went to that apparently. And then there were springy eyes and vampire teeth. Scares the crud out of people, makes them jump like however far back. So if you ever get a chance, do that to people. That's fun.
Right.
People jump so far with it. It is great.
I actually worked at a haunted hayride when I was a teenager.
At where again? Haunted
A
hayride?
haunted hayride as a teenager.
Oh yeah.
It was fun.
So-
I did it for 2 seasons. It was fun.
Oh yeah. What did you get to do exactly?
Basically, I did like a more or less like a cult scene. With a cult, and we handcuffed the girl like as a sacrifice, and we hit the wagon.
That is great.
Sometimes, like, we would go all out and go theatrical into it, and I'd actually act like I was stabbing her. We had one of them retractable plastic knives. Like the second year, the girl that we was chaining up was a little bit more theatrical, so we was able to go a little further with it, but it was all right.
Sounds like a fun time.
It was fun.
Any really good kid stories about something crazy you did?
Well, while we're on that, like we're talking about the hayride, like at the end of the night, Ron, he was the owner of the farm, would have his like friends in the back of the wagon, and you would be able to tell when it's like, okay, I don't really care what you do, these are my friends, to these are paying customers, because he had a microphone and he talked. Well, I mean, I hit the wagon, and the people kind of knew me, and my nickname was Weasel as a kid. So I was in the wagon crawling around, like just scaring people. Then they started saying, like chanting my name, Weasel, Weasel, like that. So I got in the middle of the whole thing, and I was just dancing, having fun. And now I'm all in a monster outfit, and I'm sitting there dancing, like doing the, just totally having a goofball moment. Then they throw me a beer, and I'm like 17 years old. I cap it, I chug the thing, and keep dancing. And it was just like one of them spur of the moment things that was fun as hell.
That sounds great. That is wild.
I had a bunch of drunken idiots cheering me on, so I gave them a show. Why not?
You guys were having fun. No one was being hurt. Whatever. It sounds like it was a great old time.
Then right after I got done dancing and was getting ready to get off the wagon, like I wasn't off the side yet, Ron jammed on the brakes and I went flying into people. Like he's like, oops. just to be, that was his thing. You had to watch because he would jam on the brakes on you every once in a while. But we was young and dumb, and we could take the bumps and bruises. So it never hurt. You just get back up, do it all over again.
I've
But
seen,
what was
I saw
cool,
worse with my brother and his friends when they would get in the truck and stand on the back of the truck bed when they're going across major S roads and go at it with full throttle. It's like you fell off that last year and you're doing it again.
right? Exactly.
Right.
What was cool about my scene, though, is it had these pipes that were set up on his chair. Now, my chair was up on stairs, and it probably set about 10 feet off the ground. And we had propane tank hooked up to these pipes. And right when the wagon would turn off, I would crank them torches, and I'd have 10-foot high flames coming off of the top of my chair. And
That
pretty
is
cool.
hilarious.
it's pretty cool.
Our bro and the guys were just being stupid, but doing it for a show type thing and fun like that is a little bit different.
Yeah, it was
Especially when
fun.
you don't
It was
end up in the hospital.
the hayride was called Allen's Haunted Farm, and it's I think it's listed out of Smock, Pennsylvania. It's down towards Pittsburgh, off of 51. But I mean, they're good people. It's the Allens family farm. I mean, I don't know if you're from around that area. You probably know the Allens. So they're good people.
Cool.
And attack the judge.
I mean, not have that. So you don't have any crafts or anything that you do. It's mostly all the snakes and the snake talk and everything.
Right.
And
yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of time to basically be involved with 2 shows a week. And now I worked in a third one on Mondays during the day. So basically 3 shows a week and, taking care of these things. I mean,
yeah,
I could probably work in another hobby somewhere, but then I feel I would be neglecting things. And, I would rather just stay right where I'm at. I'm nice, even kiln. I'm balanced.
That's very good.
I feel pretty good where I'm at.
Yeah, you know what you can do, and that's what you do.
Right.
And it's so you have 3 kids.
Yep. 3 girls.
Yeah, and the middle one is your big trouble.
I wouldn't
say snakes as well.
Big trouble. She's just a little difficult.
Yeah, she has her own mind. And your youngest is probably hiding off the side there.
No, she ran away.
She ran away?
Yeah, she ran away. She's not fond of the snakes. And when I start getting snakes out, she's gone.
And your eldest is?
Mercedes is my oldest. She helps a lot with the snakes around here. She really does.
Oh, nice.
Her issue is she's just too careless. She's gonna get bit. Like, I haven't been bit yet because I'm, pretty cautious when I come to them still. I'm kind of still half scared of these things a little bit. But, I'll pick them up, but when I get a feisty one like Miley, like, she's just, still, she just don't like me at all. She don't like me. And, she still scares me occasionally. But, I mean, I think that's one reason why I like it so much, because this hobby or business, whatever, I'm going to turn it into, this thing has provided like that adrenaline rush that I missed for years.
Right. And you must have been having a hard time because of your foot and everything for quite a while. And
yeah, it put me down.
Wasn't it your eldest who gave you a snake, or someone else started you with the snake?
Mercedes, yeah, she is the one that got me into this. She kind of came to me one day, and it was a Brian Barczyk video, and she says, "Dad, you got to look at this. Like, they're cutting snake eggs and I'm watching. I'm like, what? Snake eggs? Get out of here!" But whoa, that's pretty cool. And then I started looking into it, and I seen all these morphs, and it grabbed me. It just reached out and said, "Get over here!"
Hey, Connor
grabbed me.
Clubhouse.
What's up, Connor?
Yeah, you really grabbed it by the horns, basically, and
I don't know how to do anything half-assed. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
true enough. True enough. Yeah, I've always found that very uh-oh, I might have a cat fight here in a moment.
No.
Well, I have Dorothy's cat here, and then we've got see him there, and she's come along right there.
Yep.
He's in the spot that she likes being in now.
Uh-oh.
Yep. See that little eye thing with her?
Oh, yeah. I know the eye. That looked like... Are you kidding me? We actually got to capture
You're
this
in my
moment.
spot.
My oldest daughter dressed my cat up in like this elf outfit for Christmas or whatever it was. I'll send you a picture. The cat
yes,
had to look on his
definitely
face
do.
like,
That'll be fun.
are you kidding me? Like, you could tell his facial expression is like, could you get this thing off of me? Like, we're done with this. I'll send you a picture, and it is comical. Like, you could definitely tell that the cat is not enjoying anything about having this on.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. None.
Not a chance.
Not thrilled.
So, we've been on for an hour and 12. 1 second.
I will.
No, I totally approve of those ICBMs being filled with water.
So we've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. You call it when you want to call it. I'm not saying I'm calling it because I'm having fun. And I always like talking to you. You're
Exactly.
yeah, we always have some fun and just.
Well, let's do like another 3 or 4 minutes, whatever. Let's do at least an hour and 15, and then call it. That sounds about right. And right. we could close it up. And then if you ever want me back on, I'm always game for coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And if you're, you know how it is when I'm just having, Yak Fest without an interview and stuff like that. You can ask me if you can come up with us and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
always fun.
There's a good chance I might not see it because my YouTube is like, boy, I mean, I probably follow just about as many followers as I have. Like, I'm up there like almost 1,350 followers, but I follow a lot back, and it's like I don't see everything. So, I mean, when you're going live, just say, hey, we're going live. Just give me a nudge, something, let me know. And like, yeah, there's times I'll come on for sure.
Well, so I'm trying to get back to the Wednesday nights,
right?
Because that's what. Or were we on Thursdays before? I forget. But trying to get back to the Wednesday nights and hopefully, well, I have a few people I can con into interviews and such.
Oh, you never got to con me. All you got to do is ask. I'm always open.
I know.
For showing you people my smiley face.
Let's do that again. Smiley.
it turns into like almost like you get addicted to doing it. Like
yes.
you come on here and it's just like you have such a good time doing it, and like it never really is just bad, and you kind of just like start wanting to. It's like you start off and it's just like, man, do I really want to do this? Man, do I want to go on tonight? And you push yourself through it. And then like 6 months later, like at least in my, experience,
Yeah.
like after the first 6 months of doing it myself, it was just like, you know what? This is actual fun. I can't wait for Tuesday nights now. Like, I mean, I like it. I like it too much.
Yeah, it gets into your blood. And I found it interesting because I'd started up and had stuff that I was putting on, but I hadn't been doing any actual streaming itself.
Right.
Which is why at my start, I have the little animal speaky creature.
Right.
Because I was going to do it using an animal emoticon creature or something.
How's
And
your
then
lizards doing? Don't you have lizards?
Oh yeah, you want to see
How
one
are
or
they
two of
doing?
them?
Yeah, I'd like to see them. Aren't they the
Okay.
smaller, like bearded dragon breed?
Yeah, he
I thought so.
is. He is. Well, actually, today's about the time for me to check to make sure he's okay. Because I've got the Rankin.
Rankin, that's what it is.
Yes. And let's see how we're doing today. Over there. Hey, Sam.
Right.
He hates me waking him up. Okay. It's a little warmer nowadays. Hi. Oh, we're giving you the wakey up look here. Oop. I almost put something on the floor under my foot. And here we go. Here is Samwise.
Look at him. He's getting so big.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
12 inches with the tail. And
He was just like a little guy last time I seen him.
yeah.
He's at least doubled in size.
Yeah. That's my baby Sam.
Look, and he's so cute.
He is. And he's a darling. He's very good at just sitting on my shoulder. Let's see. Hi, sweetie. I know you're tired. You want to lie here for a bit? There we go, sweetheart. And he
Just chilling.
Just sit there. Except whose show was it on? I was on someone's show, and he decided it was I guess it would have been breeding season for him or something, because he kept on attacking my hand and trying to do stuff to it, right? And it's like, no, baby. I love you, but I don't love you like that. And he was on my shoulder, and all of a sudden he went and he snapped hold of my neck and started
Yeah, well, that's what they do when they breed. That's what they do when they breed. They'll bite the female's neck and shake.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing. He was just going nuts on my neck, and I'm like, right on someone else's stream.
He wanted to get it on with your shoulder.
He went for my neck, and the one time he went for my chin too. No, we don't.
Reptiles are very unpredictable, and you just have to keep that caution up. And that's kind of one thing I like about it. Like, you got to be aware. So,
and you have to know your animal and what's going on with them.
Yep.
Like
you
Sam,
read
I
their
know
body
right
language,
now
just like dogs and cats. You can read their body language. Snakes and lizards, you can read their body language.
Yeah, and while he's sitting on my shoulder here, or my sternum, whatever. No, sternum's here. Up here, I can feel when he's moving and anticipate what he is probably going to do.
Right.
And he's really good-tempered, so very seldom does he ever do strange things like that, except for, breeding season.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, if it's breeding season, they're going to be a little bit more aggressive for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so incredibly tame and gentle, and kind of shy when he's not in that state. But when he's in
Right.
that state, that's completely different.
Of course, yeah.
But,
Right.
So I'm gonna put the sweet cans in back
You
in his
don't
room.
need to see those.
Shimmer. Yes, I know.
I got those two
Yes.
snake fins sitting on the floor still, and my cat's up smelling it. No, you don't need to see those. But no,
Well,
like
yours.
they
I
won't.
still have the one big cat here. Good old. Damn it, brain gone. I know, Bailey.
But yes,
I know.
neither of the dog or the cat will hurt the snakes. Like I've had them out around them, and of course the snakes are like, what's that thing? They're defensive, and they're just sitting there looking at it like,
What's
is that yours, Dad? All right, I'll respect it. Like my cat even caught a rat one time that got loosed and didn't kill it and brought it to me.
Yep.
Caught it by the scuff of the neck and brought it to me like, here, Dad, this is one of yours. Like, and wouldn't let it go until I got it. Like, he's pretty cool.
Well,
He's a cool
you're
cat.
still breeding your rats for them as well? Or did that
Now
go-
I'm not. No. I did have ASFs at one time, but the two big females in there went postal and killed off everything except the litter that they had, and it angered me. So they got fed to others. They got fed, and I just never started off again. My mentor breeds rats, and he gives me such a good deal. It's just like I'd rather buy them than do my own, because I get such a good deal.
Yeah, and you're getting it from your mentor as well, which is, like you said, it's a good deal. It's much better if you can do it that way, and you don't have to deal with the muss and fuss. Then hey, all good for you.
The nuggets of information I pick up from him is just invaluable. I can't put a price tag on it.
What, sweetie? Oh, we're waking up. There we go. Nice standard look around and what are you doing thing.
He's cool. Yeah. That's for sure.
He is. He's just a lovely little guy. Always. Oh, and we're closing our eyes again. Okay, let's put you back in your little room, you.
What are you doing, Goldie?
You want to stay out?
Come on.
What? Are you wanting to stay out?
Come here. Come here.
Hello, kitty.
This is my Goldie cat.
Mm-hmm.
You want food? You went up there for food? Watch your fork. There you go. You got food.
I have Monroe's lying down underneath the table, and
he just likes attention. This cat is an attention hog. I mean, he's not as jealous as the dog. The dog just flat out is jealous. You pet the cat, he's like right there by you, like, where's mine? Like, you gonna pet me? Pet the cat, you gonna pet me? You gotta pet me, right? And then him, he's just either leave me the hell alone or just hold me, just loves me. Like one or the other. There's no in between for him. There's I want to love you, love on me, or don't touch me.
Yeah, I have Bailey is Dorothy's cat. That's the big orangey guy here, and he's a sweetie. But if it comes to supper time, or when he thinks supper time should be, which is about an hour to 2 hours before his supper time is, he'll come and poke me in the butt.
Huh.
Like,
we don't. I mean, we don't put the cat or the dog on feeding schedules. I believe that they should be able to eat whenever they want. So I have food in their bowls at all the time, and they don't gorge. They eat when they want to eat.
Our issue is that Bailey had FUS. He's the one that almost died.
All right.
I believe I told you about that. He
Yeah.
yeah, so he has to be on a schedule
All right.
basically for when he gets fed. But the food's out there for them all day. It's just if you know how they eat and leave a middle section that there's no food in, but there's food on the sides.
Yeah. Right.
It gets to that point and he gets upset. I was like, there's still food in there. Nope, gotta have more food. You shake it around and everything, he'll eat the middle part again, then come and poke at you. Crazy cat.
Yeah. Crazy cat.
Crazy.
I'm fortunate. Like the cat, he's just, he don't mark in the house. He don't spray. He does all that outside. I mean, I've let this cat go out, watched him, and he goes right to a tree and lifts his leg and pees like a dog. Like,
leg up and everything.
Never seen a cat pee like a dog, besides mine.
Yeah,
and the dog is just one of them dogs that he's a dumb shit, but there's not a mean bone in his body. Like this dog does the dumbest things sometimes, but I love him. He's just such a sweetheart. There's not a mean bone in his body. Like I don't think he would ever even try to bite anyone. I mean, if someone would break in here or try to harm one of us, I think he would. Probably. You would see that side of him. But towards any of these kids or me, no.
Good dog. You want to show him off?
I've gotten very fortunate.
Here we go.
And he was kind of a rescue too. Like I knew someone that was getting rid of him, and it was either coming to me or going to a shelter. So I said, no, you bring him here. I'll take him.
Yeah. I'm such a sucker for him when he... It's like, I should be putting you back in there, but then he gives me this look like, what? You're putting me back?
All right. What are you doing?
Okay, let's put you back in your room. Here we go. You want to stay out?
What, bro? What, buddy?
Here we go. Down we go. I'll play with you a little bit later, sweetheart. Yeah. There we go. Keep the warmth up in there. Where's my stuff? I always use this stuff afterwards, especially when I'm going to eat soon.
You hear them back there. My kids are back there arguing with each other. I don't know if you can hear them or not.
I heard something.
You all play yelling.
No, I'm mad at the game.
All right. Well, she got mad at the game and was yelling at the game.
Oh, what was the game doing?
Probably Call of Duty.
Blowing me up.
And she plays Call of Duty, and people kept blowing her up. No, she got mad at it.
Yeah, I don't play it because I get blown up a lot. If I play anything that I do not do PvP well. I
used to play with Shane here and there, and I did pretty good, but that kind of game to where it's like fast action like that gives me a headache. Oh my God, my head would hurt so bad. Like my eyes happen to adjust to the movement like that. I just can't do it.
First person kills me as well. I can only do the third person, which is one of the reasons I play Elder Scrolls Online, is because it's...
I love that game.
Mercedes is in there playing my game, and she's going to see what I mean about people blowing me up. Like, I'm playing this game where you have to climb a bunch of stairs to get to the top, and I made it to the top.
And
but these people, they made it to the top, and they got the weapons.
And blew you up.
And they blew me up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like...
I got rid of my PlayStation 4. Was it a 3 or a 4?
4.
It was a 4. And VR and everything, I got rid of it just because the kids weren't playing it. And I only played it every once in a while. But
Mhm.
I had Elder Scrolls, and I love playing that game. Like
If you got GTA, I want to play that.
I had all kinds of like one of my favorite things is the ways to build a character on there is get your alchemy up and
Mhm.
what's the thing where it's you make your stuff and
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
enchanting and your smithing. Yeah, smithing,
Yeah.
enchanting, and alchemy. I would build
Right.
those three up and I would make my own armor and weapons.
Yep.
And like you could get like pretty easily, you could make like, well, you would go find a sword, disenchant it, and put your own enchantment on it. It's like 10 times power. And you're like, most of the time it's like a one hit kill. I could go up to regular dragons and go whack, one hit kill. Like, get out of here, dude.
Nice.
You ain't messing with me. Like it was. I mean, I had a bow at one time that like I could kill a dragon in 3 hits with a bow from my enchantments. And well, now I had to use like a spell on it, or maybe
On Elder
I drank
Scrolls
a
Online?
potion. No, it was on PlayStation. But I would have to use a potion, and like if when the dragons fly around and they land, I would drink a potion, and if I was able to get off 3 shots, I could kill him the first time he lands with 3 shots.
Nice. Well, if you ever get a computer and come back on Elder Scrolls Online again, you can come play with us.
I might. I mean, I thought about. I'm definitely going to be getting a laptop. I definitely probably would get into Elder Scrolls again because I do like it. But yeah, if and when that day happens, I wouldn't mind getting with a guild or whatever.
Yeah, I have a guild, and there's also another guild I play with that does role playing as well. It's different, but I have a fair. Well, I have a lot of people. I have over 50 people in my guild, but most of them I have about 10 people who do anything.
Right.
But that's okay because I've got the I can get a trader if I want to.
All right.
So I just have to find a cheap trader.
See, there's options that the PC version has over the PlayStation version, but
Yeah.
it's still a cool game. I do like it. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I play it a fair amount, and it's one of the things that has kept me away from anything with the group. Away from all our snake stuff and everything.
Right.
But I love being with this group here.
Now,
Ours.
does the computer version have both transformations? Like you could become a werewolf or a vampire? Do they have both of them?
Oh, that has changed. Right now, you can become a werewolf and you can become a vampire, but the way they work is a little bit different. Werewolf is easy. You just get someone to bite your arse.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, on the game you would do the I forget what it's called, but like join that one club or whatever that's in Whitehall or Whitehill, and like Clyde Black's Revenge or whatever, and you would become part of their guild, and then that was like the secret thing to their guild. They was all werewolves.
Oh,
it's basically like the same thing too with the other one. You run into the vampires during a quest, and you have the choice to become a vampire or a werewolf. Yeah. I tried to become both, but I couldn't. I mean, that would be the ultimate thing, a werewolf vampire. Like,
yeah, you can't do both on one. No, you can have both. One on one character and one on another, but not both on one character. But
that would be cool. a werewolf vampire on one character.
That would be cool. But I've done werewolf, and werewolf is fun. I like playing werewolf.
I don't like vampire because you can't go out during daytime. You got to hide during the day.
Now you don't. There's different.
There's different potions and different.
You have to
Hey, Mitzi.
There's different things you could do that allows you to go out during the day. But I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's changed quite a bit in the last couple of years because they got what's the set? Storm. A sec. Let me look this up. One of the things
What? Well, I'm going to get off here. She needs my help anyways. But
Okay.
I got to get going. We went
thank you
longer
so
than we
much.
said anyways. But yeah, I'll come back anytime.
Had a
Just
great
ask.
time.
Okay.
Take care. Talk to you later.
See y'all. Chat later.
And everything. See ya. Okay, well, time to go. I have some stuff I'm going to do here, and I'm going to get some information for him with the ESO. Thank you for coming on, Mitzi, and Mr. J, and Corner Clubhouse, and Haramer, Nate, Blakers, Bosa, Kara, Heather, of course, Simon, Stan. Wow, I've got a few people today. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, I am trying to get back to all the Wednesday streams. It was kind of a last minute thing today to grab Kenn. Thank you, Mitzi. It's good seeing you there too. I'm going to do my best to be on Wednesdays, and I'll see if I come on in the daytime sometimes as well. We'll see what exactly goes on. But I miss you all, and I'm glad to see you. Thank you so much for coming. As per normal, take care, have fun, and laters, Gators. Love you all. You just make me smile. It's great seeing everyone. Take care.